Okay. We've had a bit of a lazy day, we've had a bit of a lazy weekend. And to make up for that, we're going for a bit of a walk. And there's a couple of geocaches that are slightly newer ones that have been put near the beach. And so we're going to go for that. I'm a little bit low energy, which is how I feel like I start a lot of these geocaching videos. But the dogs are high energy, so it's a good combo. It's going to be a little bit of beach walk, a little bit of climbing, a little bit of sunshine, and I have slightly inappropriate pants on because these are very warm pants. They're not very breathable. So we'll see how we go. We are trying to get... I feel like I should be including the names of these caches on the screen and in the details. So today we're going to be finding Muna Stash, GCBHNPF. Oh, you're kidding me. My phone's playing up of late and the geocaching app is now not going to stay open for whatever reason. It's happening with the podcast app as well, which is very frustrating because I quite like the podcast app. It's one of my main apps that I use. Okay, so it's staying open. So this was only published this year. And it appears that this is... Oh wow. So Bunjil, who's the person who has hidden this one, has hidden 3 caches, but they've found 150, which makes me feel like a bad cacher in a way, because I've found 400 and something and I haven't hidden any. And I feel somewhat silly. I should have, whilst I lived here, I've lived here in this area for now 9 years, and I feel like I should have hidden one a long time ago, so I could have had it open and happening for a number of years. But I find that if you're not living in one area all the time, it's sort of hard to maintain a cache. So it says on the app, it says hides 3, you hit that to check them, and then it says this player doesn't have any active cache hides. So that's a bit frustrating. But anyway. It looks like a pretty good... Yeah, so it looks like even after only 20 days of being loaded or active, the cache got muggled and had to get redone. And so there is a little bit of, apparently it's intact, it's there. Oh yeah, it is. So Millalay 1111 with only 19 finds had to do 3 trips to find this one, which just goes to show with caching that you should, perseverance is key. But anyway, it's there, we're ready, let's go. Asher, doctor. Asher, doctor. Oh, you're a good girl. Come here. Where's your sister? Asher? Okay, come on, let's go. So, I'm having trouble I've got my battery issue on the other camera, and then on the phone I've got the issue of storage space. So I've just deleted a whole heap of videos, and it doesn't seem to have made any difference, which is very frustrating. It's also very annoying that you look at the screen instead of looking at the camera. That's the camera, and that's the screen. Camera, screen. So I look like I'm not looking at the camera a whole heap, which I find a little frustrating. It seems to be working that I can now record again, so we'll keep walking. So frustrating. Technology, it's fantastic stuff, but you got to get your head around it. I understand why successful YouTubers have producers and people behind the camera helping them with stuff, because this whole self-filming thing is just frustrating. But I don't want someone working with me. I want to be by myself, so I'm going to do it by myself. So here we go. So just the other day, we were down here and we did Geocaching0021, I think it was, and that's the kiln that we were at. So we're in the exact same area, same region. So if you're down on the peninsula and you're in Rye, there's a number of caches along here with some fantastic places to go walking and to check out. So one way to go is that way. I don't know if you can see it, just there, some stairs. But we're going to go along the beach because it is an absolutely fantastic day here on the beach, and the dogs are going to enjoy having a little adventure. Geocaching adventures are not always exactly what you expect, and on this one I've spent most of my time trying to create extra storage space on my phone. Frustrating as hell. I think I'm going to have to start using two phones. Anyway, heading up some stairs so that we don't have to walk along the sand, but we're going to be walking around in a caravan / holiday area, so probably won't be filming as much, which is good because I haven't got storage to film anyway. Views are still great though. I think I've said it on these geocaching videos a heap of times, but I really do absolutely love coming to places that you wouldn't normally come to. This little spot we're at, it's got a little seat and stuff like that, and we've been here before, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change how nice it is to come and just sit up here. The infrastructure of having this little walk along the beach, little path, little trail, whatever you want to call it, and then to have these little spots to sit is just fantastic. As much as I may have some anarchist leanings politically and stuff like that, there's a certain sense of, I don't mind paying taxes and things like that when it is facilitating this kind of infrastructure. Walks along the pathways along the beach and nature and places to sit, and It's fantastic. And I love geocaching that it brings you to these places. I wouldn't have walked along here if it wasn't for the fact that this new cache got put here, or got put just down that way, for me to find. It's fantastic. So I've swapped back to the camera. Fantastic. Just so pleased with walking through this area, and even though I don't like the beach boxes too much, they are quite nice. I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference with the audio, the picture and stuff. It'll be interesting to see when I get home and edit. I definitely could have worn shorts today. The sun is out quite nicely. I even brought a raincoat thinking there was a chance of rain, because we had rain yesterday, I think it was. What's the legalities of that? Never sure how I feel about that. But yeah, this trail, Doctor, good girl. This trail is fantastic. I've done it a few times back in the day, especially during COVID. We used to walk this path almost daily. Fortunately lately there's been a lot less dog walks, which is a shame, but it's fantastic. We're now hitting some grassed areas, or grassed path, which is nice. Yeah, just, I love it. We're almost there though. And this is one of my absolute favourite sections of the path, where you sort of come around a couple of corners and then all of a sudden it's tree lined, and if it wasn't for the cars you'd feel like you were in a completely different space. It almost feels like you're in a forest. So I can't recommend it enough. Come down to the Mornington Peninsula, get along the Bay Trail, and walk your dogs, find some caches and really enjoy it, because this is a fantastic space. I don't know if walking is exciting enough for the kids these days, but I really like it. And they've included now some drinks fountains and stuff as well, so you don't even need to pack water. Well, as is often the case, I've gotten so comfortable walking that I've gone past it. So it is just up here on the left. The hint is an anagram of stoppings. And I cannot believe it. It says bring a pen. And I have yet again left to do a cache without my caching pouch, which has a pen in it. I'm actively annoyed now at myself. So yeah, again, I just love this area. It's so fantastic. The beach boxes are quite nice. It's a shame that it's such a public space, yet these beach boxes become like it's a private dwelling. As it's not a dwelling, but you know what I mean. And so I don't like the fact that people that don't live down here can just come down here and have their own little space. Now, some people may live down here, blah, blah, blah. So it's not specific. And they don't annoy me so much that I'm going to try and prevent them or do anything against it. So it is just there somewhere. The map suggests that it's on this sign, I'm going to think. It's a lady on the beach. Yeah, well, it's not on the sign, and it's not these goggles. What's an anagram of stoppings? Toppings? So the one picture that I've got is showing that hut, so I'm definitely in the right spot. It's not in that pipe there. Doctor looking particularly cute. Ain't ya, you little cutie? Ain't you, little cutie? And some shoes there that someone's left. I'm gonna try and put the bag down and try and find this cache that I'm not even going to be able to sign. So I'm a little bit of an idiot. I came up and had a look at this sign. I had a look on both sides. As you can see, there's no bolt on this side. So I had a second look at this bolt. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. If I can't get this out, oh, there we go. Boom. So I wonder if they drilled a hole to make that happen. Is that allowed? So I'm going to log it on the digital. Thank you. It's definitely the right thing. Like, I've got it. I'm not going to bother pulling it out because it's that would be silly. Looks like it's a bit of tube, a little bit of pipe. It's a very well put together cache, because you would not pick that. That looks pretty old and like it's meant to be there. So I'm going to log it digitally, say that I forgot to bring a pen, and then hopefully come back at another time. And you can tell how hot it is. I am looking very sweaty, very shiny. It's funny, you look at yourself in cameras like this and it's, I don't know. Don't necessarily feel the most attractive right now. Look at my eyes and the wrinkles. My God, I am aging like crazy. The last couple of years, I've really aged. I'm really surprised at how much I've aged in a couple of years. So we've got a big lip and my double chin in there. Yeah, anyway. No wonder I'm single. Anyway, let's log this game. Well, I've signed the digital log. And for me, that's enough. I'm very much not a traditionalist when it comes to caching in terms of having to physically sign the log. I know I found it. And given that no one wins prizes having a high cache find count, I don't see the point in getting upset about people cheating and lying about their finds. You're only hurting yourself if you try to pretend you've found a whole heap of caches. Because like I see people that have got massive cache finds, and good for them, but it doesn't change my experience. You guys want some water? There you go. Yeah, it doesn't change my experience. You're a better cacher if you've hidden a bunch of caches and contributed to the game than if you've found a whole heap. I would want to celebrate the people who have hidden the caches more than the people who have found 10,000 of them. If you found thousands of caches, it just means you've got lots of time. Do you want an almond? Do you want an almond? It just means you've got lots of time on your hands to go find caches. That being said, though, obviously some are harder to find than others, so if you found some hard ones, then that's pretty impressive. Good for you. This one wasn't too hard. It was a beautiful day for a beautiful walk, and we found it. GCB HNDF PF. I feel like it's a P. But yeah, so I'll put that back in just a second. We're going to have some trail mix and some water and have a sit, try and get rid of some of this sweat before we head back again. I'm going to sleep well tonight, I think, because I wasn't feeling this today. Had a very productive morning, but had a nap and then just was like, I do not want to go out. Luckily for me, these two needed to go for a walk because they've been inside a little bit too much lately. So very, very glad that just their presence and my responsibility to them gets me up and out and active. And I think they've had a good day too, because we've had a pretty good walk, lots of stuff for them to sniff and check out. I just should have worn shorts. That's the main difference. Anyway, this has been the Geocaching Adventures number 21, this will be. So thank you very much for tuning in. Go check out all the other ones, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you next time for 22, which I think is hopefully going to be a bike trip to a cache that's a little bit further that way, another new one that's down. We're not going to get that today because there's not enough time and it's too hot, but we're going to hopefully do a bike trip down there, so that'll probably be the next one.